Live exclusively on DAZN. A champion with a disputed crown. A self-proclaimed king without a throne. Vegas crowns champions. Barrios versus Garcia, February 21st. Enter the promo code at checkout to get an exclusive discount on the pay-per-view when bought with a DAZN subscription. Rules and restrictions apply.
Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by two big men, Dave Allen and Leo Atang'S. Now, Dave, I want to go back to a little conversation we had like 30 seconds ago. You are actually Leo's uncle. But explain that to me, because I'm finding it quite hard to believe. But you
Leo's mum is my dad's daughter, so that would make me
his uncle.
Are you sure? We always said we were half cousins.
Well, if his mum... But if you and his mum is brother and sister, you're his uncle.
Growing up, he was like my cousin, but obviously, I never saw much of him. Then when he started boxing, obviously, saw more of him. I always took my lads down sparring at Legions at their gym, only about 45 minutes away. Then also we started spending more time together when he started boxing. Growing up when he was a little kid, didn't really see much of him. Because I've got a lot of sisters. Do you know what I mean? My dad. Do you know what I mean?
So, Dad, one of those.
I mean, got a few kids in that, yeah. So Leo's like one of 40 nieces or nephews. So you don't really. So yeah, but obviously now I started boxing. Now we've got a much closer relationship now.
So you didn't know much about Leo when he was a kid, or did you know?
Not obviously started boxing. No, obviously started boxing. It's like a family thing, really. So yeah. Well, obviously, we don't really look that too similar.
I don't know. You got the same sort of. The hair's looking a bit the same.
I'll take that. I'm 34 next month. I'm over the moon with that. So yeah, but it's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, true. Yeah.
How have I only found this out though? This is mad that I think I've been at 3 or 4 fights now of yours, and how is this the first time?
I'm always in the corners. Even his amateur fights, I was always thereabouts and that. Yeah. So
everyone thinks it's like some random link up in the corner, but no, no one said out.
They're actually family members, and it's actually mental. And you said there that you're going to be the next Dave Allen, right?
Too right.
The next Dave Allen. One day. Dave, that must make you happy, the fact that that's going to be weird saying your nephew wants to be the next you. How does that make you feel?
Well, we hope he's going to be a bit better than that. But yeah, complete opposites in every aspect, really. But you're doing brilliant. We're all very proud of him. He's done really well. So when he started out boxing, you didn't really, as a young kid, you didn't really strike. He wasn't really like a fearsome kid. He just kept getting bigger and bigger and better and winning things as amateur Europeans and then going to the Worlds and stuff. And all of a sudden, it was like, wow. Do you know what I mean? Like he's really, really good. So we're over the moon with him. It's early days for him, but couldn't be any more proud of him.
Well, let's talk about your fight, Leo, because it's a quick turnaround for you. We're in February. You're going to have 2 fights in 2 months of this calendar year. How are you enjoying the programme so far? Now, I know we talk about getting rounds and first round knockouts and that, but you've always got a smile on your face, and the heavyweight division boxing can be an unforgiving sport, but you seem to be taking everything in your stride, especially as a 19-year-old kid. You're enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I'm a big overthinker, but he always tells me to just enjoy it more because it's going to go fast, and that's something I'm trying to do as much as possible, as much as I want to learn and get better all the time and stuff like that, but I need to embrace it and enjoy the process as well.
Well, Sonny Edwards said that the last fight, the instructions were to go out there and just feel him out, like touch him up and all, like come back to the corner, get a wee round, but this fight, you let off the leash again, you go back to your first round knockouts. Is that the game plan?
I think so, yeah. Go have some fun again.
Yeah. But again, Dave will probably tell you that first round knockouts are good, but it's getting those sort of tests, taking them rounds, because obviously you've been an amateur for so long, you're used to those 3-minute rounds, but then you come into the pro ranks, even though the pace is a little bit slower, there's many differences in terms of the glove size and that extra round. I mean, I suppose your amateur fights, after 3 rounds you're blowing a gasket, but so far we've not seen that yet from your fitness levels. But when are we going to see you get that, not acid test, because you're only 19 years old, so it's quite a tough question to ask you. I'll probably ask David this, but when are you ready for that acid test, so to speak, that name that's going to take you the rounds, that name that's going to try and take your head off, so to speak?
I mean, if you're asking me, I'd be ready for it whenever. But I know that everyone around me they've got my best interests at heart and stuff. So I just listen to what everyone else says. But if they say it's next fight, I'll do it next fight if I have to.
But you're up against an experienced opponent again, who's probably in there to probably try and give you rounds on Saturday night. I don't know, Dave's in the corner, but I don't know how much Dave is involved in terms of picking the opponents for yourself. But it seems you're getting that little bit test. You get a test every single fight. And what are your hopes for this calendar year? Like I said, it's February. You've had 2 fights already. What are your hopes for this year?
Again, just more and more activity. Get the fights in. If there is one which can take me the rounds on, that's perfect as well. But just mainly just gaining all experience and enjoying it.
Definitely. And you will be, Dave. I'll ask you it then, because Leo probably can't answer because he has a fighter, and like yourself, you'll fight anybody, anywhere, backyards, doesn't matter. But you're experienced in the pro game now. It took you a long time to probably get to that stage, under your own admission. But for Leo, he's 19 years old, just turned 19. How carefully do we need to tread with this young man?
Yeah, I think you've got to take your time, and I think his team. I think they know they've got a possible future heavyweight champion of the world. That's very exciting, but that don't need to happen overnight. Like his last couple of matches, Buchet, a few of them I picked to speak to me, and I said, look, box Buchet, he'll take you a couple of rounds. And Garber, I think again that was one I sent across to him, and it's just about activities is key, and boxing people different styles and stuff. It's not about. I don't think it's about levels at the minute. Garber's a big southpaw. Buchet, a bit clever Buchet, pretty clever and tough and small and just different styles and stuff. I don't think it's about jumping in levels. It's just about having he just needs his confidence. He has all the ability in the world. It's confidence, it's experience, it's maturity. So I don't think there's a rush. As long as he's heavyweight champion of the world, I don't think it matters when it is. It's a case of doing it, and he will do it. But he has a great team. Anto, got Sonny, Ash. They know the crack, they know what they're doing. They'll take the time with him, and the right fight at the right time. But as a heavyweight, especially 19, is extremely young, so they'll do the job. I know they will, so he'll be fine.
I mean, how much? When you say could he be? I mean, the British title is something that you've wanted for a long time. Yep. Let's be honest. How far is this young man away from that title? I mean, we know that TKV and Reactors probably look like they're going to be fighting for it. They are fighting for it now. That's a stepping stone to the fringe world level, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that will become vacant. Is that young man ready for that British title this year or this time next year?
You don't know really. I think you have to take it a fight at a time. You have to just keep looking, keep sparring good fighters, and you get a better idea of how good they are. You've got a lot of amateur experience. I think it's just physical maturity really. And confidence. I think that's the only two.
He's getting bigger every fight.
Yeah, he's still growing. Yeah, he's still
talking about you like you're not here, Leo.
And I think he'll still grow for another 5 or 6 years. We was on about Lennox Lewis when he boxed in Newcastle. Look at Lennox at 24 compared to when he was 36 back end of his career. He was twice the size. So there's no rush really. When me and Leo talk, the one thing I always say to him is just patience. It's patience because you have to take your time. You've got to get it right as well in this division. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But there's no rush in that. A lot of the fighters, like even myself. So I asked this lady the other day, we were doing a bit of body sparring stuff the other day. Like at the minute, I would be too much for him right now. But in 3 years' time, I couldn't lay a glove on him. So why box me now? Box me in 3 years' time. Not me, per se.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So there's no rush. This, I really think he will go all the way. I think he will be world heavyweight champion, definitely. But you've got to take your time. You don't rush a good thing. You don't need to.
I know what's scary, and I said this to Sonny and Anto off camera. I said, you know what's scary about Leo, and I apologise for talking like you're not here, Leo, but it's the fact that you're testament to this as well, Dave. Heavyweights don't come into their prime until their late 20s and 30s. We've got another 10 years until this young man is actually at his physical prime in this division, which, and looking at him right now, the way he's disposing of these opponents and the way he can drop the right shoulder and come in with that left hook to the body, it's quite frightening to see that we're not even there yet.
Yeah, I think he fights like a welterweight, fights like a welterweight, yeah. If he can keep that, he's gonna get, I think he'll end up being about 18.5 stone. He's gonna be a really, really, really big heavyweight. So, like at the minute people say like, oh, he should be boxing him or he should be stepping up to it. No, he shouldn't. He should be doing whatever he's doing at the minute. He's working, so keep winning, keep improving. But everything that this man needs can only come with time. So, he has all the ability now, but it's time. Can't make him a man tomorrow. It's going to take 5, 6, 7 years, but in the Atang'S one that gets mentioned, if there was no Atang'S, he'd be the future of the division.
But that's good that we've got two though.
Of course, yeah, but then that'll come in time, and then their names are always going to get mentioned, and it's great for him to get mentioned alongside someone like Atang'S, because Atang'S really is the real deal. But he's developed really early, so there's no rush. It's not.
I don't put pressure on the young man, but when you've got two young heavyweights that are on this sort of trajectory and they're definitely going to meet, I'm seeing trilogies, I'm seeing rematches. I'm not just seeing them fighting each other done. I can see this being like again, probably getting ahead of myself, Ali Frazier type trilogies, well, Tyson Wilder type trilogies. They're going to face each other 2 or 3 times. And for me as a boxing fan, not just a guy with media, that excites me. The fact that we've got two young British heavyweights that maybe have a trilogy together at some point.
You know, I hope they box each other in the years to come, because they'll make enough money to secure the bloody 10 generations of wealth against each other.
If anything's like your dad, then he's got a lot of...
They should be best of mates, really, because they're going to make each other a lot of money one day, but they're their own men. They're nowhere near boxing each other for a number of years, so of course parallels will be made between them, because they are the 2 best young heavyweights in the world, in my opinion, but they're their own people. You know, Atang'S a lot further on. You know, Leo's got to let him go and do his thing. And Moses, I'm sure, probably not even looking at Leo, probably letting Leo do his thing. Moses, I've spent some time in Monaco with him, he's a nice man. He's happy for Leo to go and do his thing. And if it happens eventually, then great. Hopefully it does, to be one of the biggest fights in British boxing. That could be the next generation's Fury and Joshua, and hopefully it is. But right now, he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And he'll just focus on himself. He's not bothered about anyone else, he's bothered about himself. One thing about him, he's sensible and he's very nice. And that's why I enjoy spending time with him, because he's a very nice man. Yeah. It's all right being good at boxing. If he was good at boxing but he was an arsehole, I wouldn't have vote to do with him. He's a very nice young man as well, very sensible. So
definitely.
He'll get there, he'll do it in his own time, and he'll do it for the right reason, he'll do it for himself. He's not bothered about a time or anyone else. Good luck to him, but it's all about him.
Leo, you've just heard what me and Dave have said about you there, and obviously Dave said you're a nice young man, you're going to be a future world champion, that you are going to face Moses at some stage in your career. When you hear people talk about you like this in these terms, how does that make you feel as a 19-year-old? I want to say kid, because let's be honest, a 19-year-old kid, especially when I'm 43 years old and Dave's, I want to say 30 at least.
27.
27, 33, yes. When you see, how does that make you feel? How do you stay level, grounded when you hear people talk about you in that sense?
I think obviously it's nice hearing it and stuff like that, but I try not to also get carried away with it. Obviously, he'd tell me from shit. He'd tell me if I had a bad performance. Like I know he'd tell me the truth, but even still, I still won't get carried away with it, because I know that I've still got a lot of work to do with myself. Like all the outside noise is nice, but if you get carried away with it, you start believing in it. That's when you start slacking and thinking you've already made it and stuff. When I know that I've got a long way to go.
Should we talk about Dave? Like he's not here now. I mean, had his fight with Makhmudov. I was just hoping that he would just land that overhand right. I was screaming at the telly, Dave, please just throw that overhand right. And you tried, Dave, let's be honest. And he was probably this close to winning that fight, let's be honest. The last back end of that fight, he was there, almost there. But he's got his comeback fight on Saturday night against Karabim Barajam, there we go. Can he get the job done? Are we going to see that Dave Allen knockout, whether it be a Lucas Brown type knockout or that Nick Webb type knockout? Is that what we're going to see on Saturday night from Dave?
1000%. We're going to get the baddest knockout Dave's ever had. Dave Allen could smoke any British heavyweight there is. There, done, said
there
it.
We go, there, Dave. When you hear Leo say that about you, how do you feel?
No, very happy, yeah. Very happy, yeah. No, it's nice. We have a nice relationship, we're friends, and I have a lot of respect for him as a fighter, and he knows I'm a good fighter as well. I pride myself in being a very good boxer. I let myself down a lot training wise, and I'm not quite the athlete that he is, and I've had to rely on a lot of skill and toughness over the years, and I've still got that toughness, and I'm honing my craft all the time. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm still getting better. I'm lucky I've got likes of Leo and Pat Brown in the gym, and working together doing rounds, and I think I'm still getting better. So. Look, people always get on me and say, don't believe me.
You said that heavyweights don't come into their prime until their late 20s, early 30s.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I ever had a prime. Actually, I don't think I ever had a prime. But but I'm still tough. I'm still very strong, and I'm still very clever. And if I eat you, I'm still going to knock you out as well. So there's still a few nights left in me. Like I said, I'm not sure I've got the physicality of someone like what he will have that will take him to the top. But I'm certainly clever enough, strong enough, and tough enough, and hit hard enough to beat anybody on my night. So yeah, I've not given up on winning some more titles. Yeah.
We've seen that when you have come back from a loss, we have seen a devastating knockout or a nice, beautiful highlight reel stoppage. Lucas Brown, Nick Webb come to mind. Is that what you're hoping for on Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday, this fella's won 12, lost 10. He's pretty tough and awkward, and he's not a bad fighter. He's just like he's not a journeyman, but he's like, he beats your journeyman, he'll lose to your domestic level fighters. I'm going to knock him out, yeah. I'm not going to mess about.
Definitely, that's music to my ears. Now,
I'm going to walk straight in the middle of the ring and I'm going to set about him.
Well, that's the Dave Allen style we all know. That's what we all know about. Now,
Yeah.
a couple more things before I let you go and enjoy, because you're heavyweights, you're probably going to have the biggest meal ever. You probably already had a Nando's, no doubt, Leo. Have you? Yeah, I thought so. I spoke to Leo in Newcastle, and I said, Dave, when Makhmudov Tyson Fury just got announced, I said, Dave Allen was this close. Would he have got that Tyson Fury fight? You know what he said? If you fought Tyson Fury, you'd beat Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that's family love right there. That's what that is. I don't think I'd have boxed Tyson. I don't think I've known him a long time.
Would you have been? Do you think that you beat Makhmudov? You would have. I mean, you're already a big name in Britain. That would have skyrocketed you. A big name like Makhmudov. Do you think Tyson would have looked at you and thought, "That's my comeback fight"? There.
I don't think so. No, I've known Tyson since I was a kid, and I just don't think that sells, because you go look back over the last 15 years. All you'll find is me saying Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight I've ever sparred. It's too good for me. I don't think it'd have sold. If it had been Makhmudov, I got a big fight. I don't think it would have been Tyson. I don't think I could beat Tyson. Just all wrong stylistically. And he said something the other day. I was getting physio the other day, yeah. So she's a lovely young woman. She's doing them physio and stuff. And I'm watching the Fury Makhmudov presser. I'm just sat there and whirling me out. And he says something like, Dave Allen, fighting Dave Allen's like, he went, Dave Allen's my mate, but he's like in the garden pond now in the ocean. And the woman turned around and went, Tyson Fury's talking about you. And I thought, yeah, he's saying that I'm fucking nowhere near as good as he is. But yeah, so I wish Makhmudov the best. He beat me fair and square, so you know he deserved the fight. I was nowhere near the Fury fight. I didn't beat Makhmudov, so it's a mute point really. But
you've been in the ring with Makhmudov, so my next question was going to be, how much of a tough night is Tyson Fury in?
He's dangerous, Makhmudov. If he hits Tyson, he'll know about it. Tyson's got to be on his A game really. If Makhmudov's only got to hit him once properly, because Makhmudov hit me as hard as anybody.
And you're still there?
Yeah, still there. That's what I'm good at. But Tyson should win. But it's a banana skin for definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, guys, I won't keep you much longer because I do appreciate your time as always. Dave, always appreciate your time. Leo,
you.
always appreciate your time, young man. And no doubt I'll see you the rest of the fight week. So
Cheers,
enjoy,
mate.
guys. Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Live exclusively on DAZN, a champion with a disputed crown, a self-proclaimed king without a throne. Vegas Crowns Champions, Barrios versus Garcia, February 21st. Enter the promo code at checkout to get an exclusive discount on the pay-per-view when bought with a DAZN subscription. Rules and restrictions apply.